The House will come to order. This morning, the pledge will be said by Snow Swihart from Edwards Elementary in Eagle, Colorado, who's a guest of Representative Roberts.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Randall, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt, Baisley, Beckman, Benavides, Byrd, Bonkenfeld, Buck, Buckner, Bunteo, thank you, Caravale, Carver, Catlin, Coleman, Cutter, Duran, Escar, Exum, Representative Exum, Froelich, Galindo, Garnett, Geithner, Gonzalez Gutierrez, Gray, Hanson, Harrod,
Harrod in the chair.
Hooten, Humphrey, Jackson, Marquez Lewis, Kennedy, Kipp, Kraft Arp, Kraft Arp,
Excused.
Landgraf, excused. Larson, Lewis, Liston, Lontine, McCluskey, McKean, McLaughlin, Melton, Michelson Janae, Mullica, Neville, Pelton, Ransom, Rich, Roberts, Sane, Sandridge, Singer, Sirota, Sirota, Snyder, Soper, Sullivan, Tipper, Titone, Valdez A, Valdez D,
Good morning, Colorado.
Van Winkle, Weissman, Williams, Wilson. Madam Speaker.
Here. With 62 present, 2 excused, and 1 vacant, we have a quorum. Are you Representative Duran?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the reading of the Journal of Friday, February 8th, 2019 be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
You have heard the motion that the reading of the Journal be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye. All opposed say no.
come
Oh,
on.
man, the motion passes. Announcements and introductions. Any announcements and introductions? Representative Liston. Representative, any announcements? No. Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning, colleagues. Just a reminder, you've got on your desk, the Capital Commission will be meeting downstairs from 109 tomorrow morning. We've got good breakfast, good fellowship, and good Bible study. You're all invited. Thank you.
Representative Jackson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, there aren't very many of you in the room, but those of you who are in the room who can carry a tune, please join me down at the well for the Capitol Choir. And that means you. Capitol Choir. Capitol Choir, come on, folks. Okay. Okay, fine. Lori's here. So okay, all right. We have two birthdays, count them, 2 birthdays. We will start with the one that starts with B. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Representative Wagner. Happy birthday to you. And another. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Representative Tone. Happy birthday to you.
Fantastic. Any other announcements? Representative Kipp and Arndt.
Colleagues, today we have a very special visitors. They are called the First Class Scholars from, they just all happen to be from my alma mater, which is Poudre High School in Fort Collins. But they are first generation students headed off to college, and they've all earned a scholarship, and we couldn't be more proud to have them here today. So please give them a welcome. They're over there.
Thank you for being here from Fort Collins.
Welcome. Representative Hansen.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. For members of appropriations, we have our first meeting this week. I wanted to give you the announcement on which bills we will be hearing tomorrow morning at 7:30. That's right, 7:30. That is the dedication of the Appropriations Committee. No surprise, we will have Senate bills 111 through 128. Those are the supplementals that you've all read over the weekend, I'm sure. We will also add 4 additional bills to that list. House Bill 1007, House Bill 1010, House Bill 1032, and House Bill 1127. See you bright and early.
Okay.
So after thirds, we'll do special orders.
I know. Representative Arndt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have one more announcement. Colleagues, please remember tonight is the Colorado Rural Electrification Association reception from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Hilton Denver City Center. Y'all come.
Representative Buenteo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today we have some very special guests from Highlands Micro School. We have a whole bunch of 2nd and 4th graders who I'm just so excited to join us today, and please help me in giving them a warm welcome. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Welcome to the Capitol. Representative Carver and Larson. Representative Carver.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And if Representative Coleman wouldn't mind joining us.
Go ahead. Okay. Representative Coleman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So today you all are invited with Senator Angela Williams, Legalizing Minors Businesses Expo. It's today from 9 to 12 in the West Foyer. Please join some Colorado kidpreneurs in showcasing their businesses in honor of the committee hearing of SB 19-103, Legalizing Minors Businesses, which is being sponsored by myself, Representative Terry Carver, Representative Kevin Van Winkle, Senator Angela Williams, and Jack Tate.
Representative Carver.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This is Protect Kids Lemonade Stand morning, so hope you'll go visit the kids' marketplace. Thank you.
Representative Larson. Members, we have a tribute. Could you please be quiet? Representative Larson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. At this time, I would like to present a tribute to the nation of Taiwan, and if Mr. Randall could please read the tribute.
The House of Representatives, convened in the 72nd General Assembly, hereby extends sincere commendations to Taiwan Friendship Day. The state of Colorado is proud of the sister state relationship with Taiwan it has enjoyed since 1983, marked by strong bilateral economic and trade partnership. The state of Colorado and Taiwan have a long and mutually beneficial relationship, with Taiwan ranking as Colorado's 6th largest import partner and the 12th largest export market in 2017. Taiwan shares the same values of freedom, democracy, rule of law, and respect for human rights with the state of Colorado. The Republic of China, Taiwan, will be observing its 108th National Day on October 10th of 2019, and the members of the Colorado State House of Representatives are proud to recognize October 10th, 2019 as Taiwan Friendship Day in Colorado and urge all citizens to acknowledge this observance. On request of Representative Colin Larson, given this 11th day of February 2019, State Capitol in Denver.
Representative Larson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And if I could recognize some distinguished guests we have on the floor with us today. We have Director General and Vice Consul. We have Director General Jerry Chang, Vice Consul Shirley Chang, as well as two guests representing the Taiwan Economic and Cultural Office here in Denver. And if we could just give them all a round of applause. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here today. Any other announcements and introductions? The next order of business is third reading. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1098.
House Bill 1098 by Representative Gray, House Senator Lee, concerning deeds for the conveyance of real property in connection therewith, establishing requirements for title insurance entities that prepare deeds and establishing forms for the preparation of deeds in certain circumstances.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1098 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1098 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Representative Liston. Please close the machine. With 63 aye votes, 1 excused, and 1 vacant, House Bill 1098 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1105.
House Bill 1105 by Representatives Mullican and Sane, House Senators Marble and Winter, concerning the ability to advance practice services with prescriptive authority to obtain Level 1 accreditation of the Workers' Compensation Act of Colorado.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1105 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1105 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Mr. Randall, please close the machine. With 63 aye votes, 1 excused, and 1 vacant, House Bill 1105 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 21.
Senate Bill 21 by Senator Moreno, House Representative McKean, concerning eliminating the requirement that the State Board of Health approve the retention of counsel in certain circumstances.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 21 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 21 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Please close the machine. With 63 aye votes, 1 excused, and 1 vacant, Senate Bill 21 is passed. Co-sponsors. Oh. Please close the machine. Oh, good times. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 18.
Senate Bill 18 by Senator Scott and Marble, House Representatives McLaughlin and Sane, concerning the age requirement to drive a commercial vehicle in interstate commerce.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 18 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 18 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Representative, please close the machine. With 60 aye votes, 3 no votes, 1 excused, and 1 vacant, Senate Bill 18 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title to House Bill 1084.
House Bill 1084, Representative Gray, House Senator Zensing are concerning a requirement that the notice of determination on whether a particular land area is blighted be given to owners of a property within that area.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1084 on third reading and final passage. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even have you read the title. Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1084 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1084 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Herod. Right. Thank you. Please close the machine. With 63 aye votes, 1 excused, and 1 vacant, House Bill 1084 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. That's it for third reading. Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And members, I'm about to do a special orders calendar, but these are all bills that are on the calendar for second reading either today or tomorrow. I move the following bills be made special orders on Monday, February 11th at 10:21 a.m. House Bill 1083, House Bill 1094, House Bill 1136, and House Bill 1109.
Seeing no objection, those bills will be made special orders at the request of the Majority Leader at 21 a.m. Representative Herod. You've heard the motion. If there's no objection, Representative Herod will take the chair.
The committee will come to order. With your unanimous consent, the bills will be read by title unless there is a request for reading the bill at length. Committee amendments will not be read unless requested, as they are printed in your bill folders. Floor amendments will be shown on the screen and on your iPads and not read unless requested. Bills will be laid over upon motion of the majority leader. The Coat rule is relaxed. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1083.
House Bill 1083 by Representatives Hooten and Van Winkle, also Senators Williams and Cook, concerning a reclassification of the regulation of athletic trainers from registration to licensure.
Representative Hooten.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Representative Van Winkle and I move House Bill 1083 and ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. Is there any discussion on House Bill 1083?
There's no committee report. Oh.
Representative Van Winkle.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move L001 and ask that it be displayed.
Thank you. Amendment L001 is being displayed. It's also a multi-page amendment and is on your desks.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Representative Van Winkle.
Thank you. The Office of Legal Services, as we all know, has been going through the Title 12, the recodification of the Title 12. We've all been seeing these bills. We've got lots of bills surrounding this, and we want to make sure that this bill that we're passing lines up with House Bill 191172, which is the latest to delete duplicate provisions, things like that. We want to make sure this bill lines up with that, so I ask for a yes vote.
Is there any further discussion on the amendment? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of Amendment L001. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Amendment L001 is adopted. To the bill. Representative Hooten.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, the purpose of this bill is to provide athletic trainers in Colorado with the status of licensure, and this would be for the purpose of their liability insurance to travel with them when they leave the state.
Representative Van Winkle.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The reason for this bill stemmed from the federal government. The federal government passed in October House Resolution 302 and the Senate 808. And what it does is it provides legal protections for athletic trainers and sports medical professionals who travel across state lines. These are high school teams, professional teams, otherwise that have their healthcare professionals come with them. The federal bill aims to preserve the sports athletes and the team's access to sports medicine and high-quality healthcare services without putting at risk the healthcare professional themselves. So very good bill. I ask for a yes vote. And let me clear up some quick misconceptions. First of all, we're talking about certified medical professionals here. These are the first responders, the first person that accesses an athlete when they have a broken leg, a concussion, other serious injuries. These are not personal trainers. We're not talking about personal trainers at all. So if you're starting a gym, if you own a gym, if you are thinking of the person at Orange Theory Fitness in Highlands Ranch, that's not who we're talking about here. This bill won't affect them whatsoever. Also, we're not changing the scope of practice for certified athletic trainers. The schooling requirements, all that will remain exactly the same. Not creating any new boards or commissions. We're not increasing fees or increased costs. For an athletic trainer themselves, this simply provides them with the protections they need to do their jobs and care for injured athletes. It won't change their lives at all. It has broad bipartisan support, has broad support from within the athletic trainer community, and for the satellite services that go around that athletic training community, such as doctors, physicians, nurses, so on and so forth. It's supported by John Elway, the Colorado Rockies, University of Colorado, Children's Hospital, Stedman Clinic, and so many others. Over 250 doctors have signed on to this bill and have asked us to support it so that we can support the great men and women who provide health care to our athletes.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion on House Bill 1083? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1083 as amended. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. House Bill 1083 is passed. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1094.
House Bill 1094 by Representative Soper, all Senator Woodward, concerning the addition of basic life skills education list courses for which public schools provide internet links to the Department of Education as part of their performance report.
Representative Soper.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1094 as amended at the committee report, the Education Committee report.
To the committee report, Representative Soper.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair. So what the amendments did is, first of all, it added the word may include to make the definition of life skills a may rather than a solid definition. And the first amendment added elements of credit card and student loans to the bill and the impacts of retirement. What the bill does is it adds basic life skills to the list of items that school districts, if they have a website, and if they post their curriculum to that website, have to add a hyperlink to. And this is really important because basic life skills are one of those things that seems to be missing in our curriculum. And this is a way to be able to message back to our school districts that we as a legislative body view basic life skills as very important. And I would ask for a yes vote in the education report.
Is there any further discussion on the Education Committee report? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of the Education Committee report. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. To the bill. Representative Soper.
Oh, thank you, Madam Chair. I guess I was slightly premature in talking about the bill before we got to the bill, so I apologize.
Leniency is granted by the chair. Representative Soper.
Thank you. I could re-say what I just said, but I will yield to
Is there any
my colleague.
further discussion? Representative Michelson-Janae.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's an honor to do business with you.
And with you.
At any rate, good morning, members. So we debated this bill and its merits in Education Committee, and I just wanted to say that while I think that life skills are a very critical component and important for our students to learn, I'm not sure that this bill is getting at what the representative wants to get at, and I don't know that there is any mechanism sort of for enforcement or to put it into place. And I struggle with, I'm still not sure that this is a good bill, with respect.
Representative Soper.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I appreciate those comments. You know, I do understand that this bill probably does the least out of any bill we're going to hear this year. I do recognize that. But I also I see someone shaking their head. Apparently there's other bills that do less. But why it's so important is to be able to have that definition or a suggested definition in statute is what's really key here. And the only other place where life skills, the word life skills is mentioned in statute, is under financial literacy, which is in a legislative declaration. And that makes it really difficult because if we want to move forward on the concept of basic life skills, we need to be able to move the definition out from under a legislative declaration and out from under the financial literacy portion and to have it be its own standalone concept. And that's why I would ask for a yes vote on the bill. And I would...
Representative Sandridge. Representative Wilson. Seeing any further discussion on the passage of House Bill 1094? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1094. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? No. The ayes have it. House Bill 1094 passes. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1136.
House Bill 1136, Representatives Kraft, Tharp, and Sane, House Senators Smallwood and Todd, concerning access by the Office of State Auditor records necessary to conduct 4 statutory authorized audits in connection with entities that are not state agencies.
Sure, I'll go first. Representative Sane.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1136.
It's been moved to the bill.
Fantastic. Members, under current law, the state auditor is required to conduct a performance and financial audit of various statutory public entities, local governments, and state agencies. This bill simply clarifies the OSA may receive the necessary books, counts, reports, and other necessary documents from specified non-state entities being audited.
Representative Kraft-Tharp. Is there any further discussion on House Bill 1136? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1136. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. House Bill 1136 is adopted. Passed. Mr. Rando, please read the title of House Bill 1109.
House Bill 1109 by Representatives Hooten and Larson, all Senators Pedersen and Tate, concerning in addition to the definition of other outlet to enable a licensed convalescent center to operate a pharmacy for the benefit of patients being treated in the convalescent center.
Representative Hooten.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1109.
It's been moved to the bill. Representative Hooten.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair and members, what this bill does is allow freestanding ambulatory surgery centers. It gives them the authority to have their own, their own pharmaceutical license for the purposes of stocking and dispensing pharmaceuticals in their facility. Right now, and the mechanism for that is redefining them as an outlet in statute. Right now, the authority to store and dispense pharmaceuticals, that authority is given to them by the head of the medical center of a corresponding surgery center, and that poses a liability to the physician who's not actually at the convalescent center. So this relieves the liability of the physician and puts the responsibility in the hands of the convalescent center where these pharmaceuticals are being stored and dispensed.
Representative Larson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Echoing the sentiments of my colleague, this is a very narrow bill. Convalescent center is a tightly defined facility in statute. I believe there are less than 20 in existence in the state. And this largely conforms current practice with the law. I urge an aye vote. Thank you.
Representative Liston.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, we heard this in Public Health and Human Services, and it is a good bill, so I would urge an aye vote on House Bill 1109. Thank you. Passed 10-0.
And the committee will stand in a brief recess. The committee will come back to order. Representative Hooten. Oh. Representative Hooten, please. Representative Larson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We do have one amendment. I would like to move, I move amendment L004 and ask that it be displayed.
Thank you. Amendment L001 has been moved and...
Oh, it is one?
No, this is the conforming amendment, Title IX.
My apologies, amendment L001.
Representative Larson, thank you, has moved amendment L001. The amendment has been moved and is properly displayed before us. Representative Larson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is a conforming amendment because our bill got to a Title 12 issue. It requires additional language, but it does not substantively change what the bill would do, and I urge a yes vote.
Is there any further discussion on the adoption of Amendment L001? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of Amendment L001. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Amendment L001 is adopted. To the bill. Representative Larson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Now we move this one. I would like to move passage of HB 1109.
Is there any further discussion on the passage of House Bill 1109? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1109 as amended. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. House Bill 1109 is adopted.
It is. Gave this to me. That's right.
We 809. We did.
Congrats.
Well done.
And when, do you know when we're going to be on third reading?
Tomorrow.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Representative, Madam Chair.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move the committee rise and report.
Seeing no objection, the committee will rise and report.
The House will come back to order. Mr. Randall, please read the report.
Madam Speaker, your committee will hold Biggs Leave to report as under its consideration the following attached bills, being the secretary of their recommendations thereon. House Bill 1083 is amended. House Bill 1094 is amended. House Bill 1109 as amended. House Bill 1136 passes second reading and goes to place counted for third reading and final passage.
Representative Harrod. You have heard the motion. Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Byrd, Buck, Catlin, Coleman, Gray, Hooten, Sane, Sandridge. Mr. Randall, please close the machine. Oh, tricky, tricky. With 62 aye votes, 1 no vote, 1 excused, and 1 vacant, the report of the committee of the whole is adopted. Announcements and introductions. Representative Buck.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I just want to thank all that are watching online right now, and I just want to thank my parents, Mom and Dad, and my brother is also watching now, so Dan Webster. Good morning.
Hello, Buck family. Representative Jackson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and to Representative Buck's family, we love her very much. Energy and Environment Committee, we do have 3 bills, 1037, 1078, and 1165 today. Be there.
Representative Harrod.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Finance Committee, we will be meeting in LSBA at 1:30 today. We will be hearing 4 bills. House Bill 1162, Senate Bill 006, Senate Bill 035, and House Bill 1135. Be on time.
Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Also downstairs, the Water Education of Colorado. Please go down and visit with them, talk to them about the water issues in Colorado, and thanks. Have a good day.
Representative Roberts.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members of the Rural Affairs and Agriculture Committee, we have a meeting this afternoon at 1:30. We will be hearing 2 Senate Joint Memorials, 1 and 2, from Representative Escar and Representative Catlin. We are pulling off the presentation on conservation easements, and then we will hear House Bill 1114, Representative Catlin and Representative Valdez. See you there.
Members, before Representative Roberts walks away. We give you our congratulations, maybe some might consider it condolences, on getting engaged to your longtime sweetheart. Any other announcements and introductions? Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, just a heads up, we have a lot of work to get through this week, and if we get through it, then we'll have President's Day off, and if we don't get through it, then we'll come back on President's Day and we'll just work all together. So let's do our best to get through all of our work.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to calendar the following bills on second reading on Thursday, February 14th. House Bill 1108, House Bill 1106, House Bill 1039, and House Bill 1019.
Seeing no objection, the bills will be calendared as requested by the Majority Leader. Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will be in recess till later today.